without any like music to go off of. I had no idea how loud the game was actually going to be. There, that's much better. If it's too quiet, let me know. That's all you need to do right now. Pick out the biggest pumpkins at the southeast patch, chase away all the birds, check on Haley. After that, come talk to me again to figure out what to do next. Oh yeah? What are you gonna do, Dad? I'm going to sit here and rest. I just saved my energy for the Harvest Festival, after all. Come on, you can't even spare a little magic for me? Just this once? Sorry, yo. You know I have to save my energy. If I spent it all helping with the farm, I'd have none left for the Harvest Festival. But you're my little champion. You can handle it, right? Unless... Huh? No, yeah, I am the champion. Kia. I could totally do it. I've done it before. You can count on me, Dad. I'll do it lightning fast. Oh, my thing fell. Stay. I need to get a better pop filter setup. It's so orange, I look all orange. That's your cast. Any spell of yours. I thought so. He's a feeling type, Kia. If you need any help remembering what to do, just come back and ask me. Or, you know, you can write it down in that journal I got you. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen you use it since I gave it to you. Why would I write it down when I have you right here? All right, fair. Either way, I'll be waiting right here. Yeah, I didn't think you'd be moving very far. But I'll get it done now. Good boy. I have another chore for you after, so don't forget to come back to me once you're done. Got it. Okay, space. Okay, yeah. Standard. Is there any... No, there's no option to speed up always, so... Oh no, Haley! Have the birds been pecking out all your straw again? Don't worry, I'll fix you up. All better. Oh, Haley, you're not a very good scarecrow, are you? What else do I have to do? Okay, do I have to pick the pumpkins? Gotta pick the big ones. Look at you, I would have trouble lifting you if I wasn't so strong. There we go, gotta get the big ones. Orange pumpkins are always the best ones. Don't tell the other pumpkins I said that, though. Make a great jack-o'-lantern, or a great pumpkin pie. Sizable pumpkin, well, you're perfectly round. I bet everyone's gonna be fighting over you. You have anything left to do? Yeah, and then we had to scare off the birds, right? Yeah. It kind of sucks for Halloween this last month. I got the most perfect pumpkin, but we ended up not carving them, so. Boom! Excuse me, this is my house, not yours. Gotcha! Roar! Boo! You don't scare me, kid. Whoa, you could talk? Yeah, what about it? Oh, no, nothing. I mean, I've met plenty of talky birds before. I just... Why are you hanging around my farm acting all shady? That's kind of weird, isn't it? Don't flirt with the pumpkins. Look, kid, I'm trying to help you. Something bad is coming. Huh? What is? You're looking forward to that Harvest Festival, right? Yeah? Why? Someone wants to ruin it for you. Worse than you could imagine. But I think if you're careful, you can make sure it turns out okay. Alright. Why are you telling me this, though? Because kids like you are the ones who need a better understanding of dangerous situations. It's on the front step. Oh god. That's disgusting. Are you sure they're not dead? Like the people inside? But hell, even some adults can't recognize that some birds are too big to scare. But you're just a little bird. Shut up. But keep your eye out, kid. And stay away from that forest, alright? Hopefully this is the only time we'll need to speak. So be careful. You don't want to have to see me again. Well, that's all the birds. Is there anything else I have to do? Actually, I think that's it. I should go tell Dad I'm all done. Hey, yo, Pops! I'm all done with the chores! A bucket of rusted water, the bugs love it! I should read. Okay, this is his voice now. A large pile of hay! Don't even think about trying to jump in it. Hey, Pops! I'm all done! Dad! I've finished everything! Already? You're so fast. I knew I could count on you. What do you need me to do now? Wow, that's disgusting. Well, then why didn't they take the pumpkins away? Here, I packaged some mini pumpkins for you to bring to the library. They want to decorate the windowsills with them. You know how to get there, right? Of course I do. It's the green building close to Main Street's entrance. They got all the yellow pumpkins in front now. That's right. You're such a smart boy, Rio. Of course I'm smart. I could take care of the whole family by myself. Oh, God. Don't get ahead of yourself. You still get tangled in the hose every now and again. Well, that's just, because I'm small. But I'll deliver these pumpkins lickety-split. Tell the librarians I said hi. There, I like the art. Okay, green building. It's always good to see you again, Rio. Embry! Oh, hi, Rio. I'm saying the name so bad. Nice outfit. You look, what's it called? Sharp! Thank you. I picked it out myself. You got great taste, Mrs. Oliver. Thank you. Hello there, Rio. It's not Ryo, it's Rio. Rio is probably the best, whatever. Anyway, how's your father doing? He's good. We're preparing for the Harvest Festival. Is that why you guys are in town? No, we're just passing through. But since the festival is happening, we're probably going to stay in town for a few days. Well, see you with your mom and Dr. D. Where's Dad at? Dad is looking for someone who can fix the cart. It broke down as soon as we entered town. But at least we have the festival to look forward to while we wait for it to get fixed. Yeah. But even when there isn't a festival, you guys should stop into town more. I miss when you aren't here. I miss you too, Rio. Let's read. Hey, Nerdmatch, how you doing? Maybe one day we could travel together. Oh, without us? We'd miss you too, you know. Gee, Embry, how do you get to have 3 parents? I'm just lucky, I guess. And I have an unconventional non-nuclear family type. Yeah, really lucky. Jeez. Hey, Crack Ghost, how you doing? Rio, did you say something? Oh, no, just thinking to myself. I'll see you guys at the festival. Have a great rest of your day. Hey, that's another bird thing. These two are always up to something. Had to make it. How you doing? Necrotary. Hi, Rio. Rio, it's so good to see you out and about. Hello, Miss Mafuma. I like your sweater. Thank you. You're such a sweetheart. Rio, we're about to go get dinner. Do you want to come with? Obsidian. You're always welcome to join us, you know. That sounds nice, but I'm running chores for my dad right now. Maybe next time. Can't he just do it himself? I want you to come eat with us. No, not during Harvest Festival season. They're in it? Which we looked at a couple of their other ones. Which other game? Moved to Boston, wow. That's pretty cool, man. Dad, Dad can't walk. Wait, for reals? I thought you knew. That's why he's always floating when you see him. I thought he just did that for fun. Nope, he used some weird levitation magic to get around, something like that. But whenever the Harvest Festival rolls around, he saves up all his magical energy to make a fireworks show for everyone. He doesn't move around much to save up as much magic as possible. And that's where I come in. I always help him so he doesn't gotta strain himself for nothing. I liked it. It was a bit short for my taste, but I enjoyed it. Well, that makes sense, I think. But we'll still get to play together during the Harvest Festival, right? Yeah, of course. I'm really excited. This is gonna actually be my first one. No, wait, really? Don't you, live here? How come you never went to one before? Yeah, see, same. Isn't it a yearly thing? I remember coming here for the festival before we were friends. It is. I'm always in bed by sunset. Huh? That does seem a little early. I know, but farm work is tiring. Plus, Dad says the nighttime can be dangerous. But he's also been saying he thinks I'm strong enough to handle any dangers at night now. So I'm really excited to be outside during the nighttime, and for the Harvest Festival, too. Small meme. Oh, God. Why is it a meme, though? In that case, I can't wait to see you there. KV. Hey, Illy, how you doing? Are you worried about that, are you? Scare kid. Oh, witch tails, what? Whoa, I would just walk through you. Ah, we're a ghost. Thank you again, Rio. No problem. Green, pumpkin, white, pumpkin, 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 pumpkin. Statue dedicated to the goddess Luciana. Luciana is a goddess of nature. On harvest night, her chalice is said to fill itself with moonlight. In return for such a wonderful drink, Luciana grants a plentiful harvest season for everyone. Otter Island. Oh my god. Island. Oh god. It's almost your day, Luciana. Can't wait to be able to celebrate the harvest festival with you. I bet moonlight tastes delicious. Wait, oh, it just loops. No, it doesn't loop. Wait, that's gardening. Oh, that's a library on the side. Which, okay, well, back to Dad then. Otter Island, Otter Island, Otter Island. That's the theme song now. The sky looks so pretty. I can't wait until I can watch the entire sunset. It truly is a sight to behold. After the Harvest Festival is over, you can sit here and watch it with me every evening if you like. That sounds nice. Do I really have to wait until the Harvest Festival, though? Can I just watch the whole sunset with you right now? I just think the night of the Harvest Festival will make it all the more special. And I want your life to be full of as many special memories as possible, don't you? Yeah, I guess so. How was your trip into town today? Did the library like the pumpkins? Oh yeah, they loved them. Oh, and you'll never guess. I saw both Embry and Necrotary today. Really now? How wonderful. Tell me about it. Embry was out with their mom and Dr. D. Oh, how's their mother doing? That's funny, she has the same thing about you. Really now? How kind. Anyway, they were passing through town, but their cart broke down. While it's getting fixed, they're gonna stay in town for the festival. That's wonderful. Well, not that their car broke, I suppose. But I'm happy you'll be able to spend time with them again. Yeah, Embry's so cool. I love when they're in town. And Necrotary? Oh, yeah. She was out with her mom, too. They invited me to dinner, but I told them you needed help here. Oh, you didn't have to do that. I would have let you go with them. You're good about getting home on time. I know, but I like eating dinner with you, too, Dad. That's sweet. You're a sweet kid. Dad? Can I ask you something? Of course. Seeing everyone out with their moms today, I was just wondering, are you ever gonna tell me about my mom? Or about Mom? Rio, we've discussed this before, haven't we? Hey, Dora, how you doing? You don't have a mom. I made you from straw, magic, and a lock of my hair. Why, the only difference between you and Haley over there is that you can talk. That's what you always say. Do you really think I believe that? Everyone may call you powerful, but even I don't think you can pull off magic like that. I never, ever heard of anyone bringing someone to life through magic. KV. Good, I'm glad you're alright, Nora. Oh, nice. You think I can't do it? If you can, then show me. I want to see you do it. No, thanks. One kid is enough for me. Is there anything else you need done before the sun is finished setting? Well, I do need some mushrooms for a potion I want to make. But they only grow in the forest. I'll get them myself tomorrow. Huh? But Dad, what about your magic? I thought you needed to save up energy. I can spare a little to go into the woods for an hour. I can get them for you, Dad. That way you don't have to worry about it. No, I don't want you to. The woods are dangerous, you know. There's rumors of an evil witch who lives there. I hear she eats children. Yeah, right. I bet that evil witch people talk that evil witch people talk about is just you. Oh, you hurt Dad's feelings. Don't make jokes like that, Rio. Sorry, Dad. I didn't mean it. Really, don't worry about it. That's a good question. I can get them tomorrow. It's fine. Okay. And? I love you. I love you too, Dad. It's almost time for bed now. Why don't we go inside? I have other stuff for you to do tomorrow. I'll have other stuff. Let's get you to bed on time, and I'll see you in the morning. All right. Dad's asleep. I could totally go get those mushrooms. Dad's been saying to himself that I've grown up strong enough to handle any dangerous things at night. I bet he'll be extra impressed by me if I show him that I can get the mushrooms on my own. Kia. Good God. And he won't have to waste any of his magic either. Forest is right next to the house, so even if I get a little lost, I don't think I'll be too far from home. Now, all I need is a lantern. I don't know a lot about night, but I do know it gets dark. Real dark, apparently. Whenever Dad needs to see something in the dark area, he takes out an old lantern to keep things light. He even taught me how to use it. It should be over. Ah, there we go. Now all I gotta do is get out really quietly. Whoa. This is the night? I'm the night. It feels so weird. If it's night, then that up there must be the moon. Oh, shit. Huh? Ah! What is this? My hands! This thread! What happened to me? Dad really... He was really telling the truth, huh? He knew that if we went out at night, I'd see that... I really am a scarecrow. But I don't understand. Dad... He always told me I was a scarecrow, even when I didn't believe it. When I thought he was just kidding. So, if this was never really meant to be a secret, why was I never allowed to go out at night? It's weird. I feel so different, and yet I still feel somehow... It still somehow feels like myself. We have the MKV, oh my god. What am I waiting around for then? I'll go get those mushrooms. I haven't saved yet. I should probably save just to make sure I don't die. Because it's still a horror game at the end of the day. Oh, it's the bird. Hey, kid. You stupid. Hey, it's you again.
Fucking show.
Studio Blue, thank you for the host. Appreciate that. How you doing tonight? What are you doing here? Ain't it past your bedtime? Yeah, how'd you know? You should go back home. That witch they talk about, she ain't no joke. Oh yeah? Just go home, kid. I will. I just gotta get some mushrooms for my dad first. Better get him quickly then. Huh? What's that noise? That was me? I didn't even feel it. I really am just all straw, huh? I see. Must be why I wasn't allowed out. If this tear's any bigger, my whole leg might empty out. No. It's okay. Dad was gonna start letting me go out at night for the Harvest Festival anyway. Booster and fatigue from booster. Oh, you got your booster shot. Okay, well, I hope you feel better. So then he must think I'm big enough to take care of myself. I won't be scared by some little scratch. I'll just shove the straw back in and cover it up with some mud. Then sew it back up once I get home. Yeah, that'll work. I can handle things at night, and like this. Even Dad thinks so. French fries. Right? Don't wander too far. But where are the mushrooms is the question. Just a bush. No backpack lies on the ground. The inside is empty. The strap is broken. I guess I didn't think it was worth fixing. But you're never going to take it back home with you? The woods are dangerous. Beware the witch who lives here. here. No, another just a bush. Don't stay in the woods too long. She's outside more than you think. Don't traverse the woods alone. Right, tread carefully. A dangerous witch lives past this point. Best to turn back. I saw the bird. I'm just reading all the signs. Something wicked this way lives. Are the bushes? Yeah, the bushes are moving. Boots. A pair of old boots lay in the grass, as whoever was wearing them was plucked right out. How does that happen? Walking around a forest without shoes would hurt, wouldn't it? This child is so naive. Oh my god. Dora. Can't tell me how to live my life. You're not the boss of me. Oh, geez, there's half of what? Half of a shirt lies here. It looks like it's been torn. This reminds me when I ripped my shirt climbing up a tree. I'm sure this is here for a similar reason. Oh, you, my sweet summer child. Are you following me? No. Why would I do that? I don't know, man. You kind of acted like you were worried about me before. You're imagining things if that's what you think. Why are you here then? I'm not. I'm leaving right now. So where do I find the friggin' mushrooms? Oh, there they are. Looks like you found the mushrooms. Looks like you found them before I did. We could just been looking together, you know. Can you just take your mushrooms and go home already? I am, jeez. Got him. That wasn't too hard at all. Ah, what was that? It sounded like a tree fell. Well, I got what I needed. I'll just, go home then. Is the path to the witch open now? I'll bet you it is. No, it's not. Okay. I'm terrified now. Ah, this place is a maze! Okay, there we go. We're back at the beginning now. Excellent. Oh no! That noise! The trunk fell? How am I gonna get back home now? No, what's this? Who was that? You're a little scarecrow boy. That's new. Please don't eat me. I'm nothing but straw. And he can't go back the way he came through. No path to return to. In cases like these, I think a bridge will do. There you go. KV. Or is that there's no mushrooms? You ripped your leg for nothing, Doris. Huh. Okay then. Ugh. Good morning, Dad. Good morning, son. Oh, good news. Huh? Turns out I don't have to go looking for mushrooms today after all. When I was checking through the cabinets today, I saw some right in front. I was certain we had run out, but I suppose I was just overlooking things. Oh, yeah, silly Dad. You just weren't looking hard enough. They are the mushrooms you needed too, right? Yep, I've got everything I need. See, I told you didn't have to worry about it. Yeah. Auto cricket. Anyway, what did you need me to do today? I want you to make hail bays out of the small piles of hay in the northwest field. Chase away some more birds and check on Haley again. You can do that, right? You can always ask me if you forget anything, and come talk to me again after you're done, okay? Okay. Haley looks different today. All your straw is in place, but I'll see you later, Haley. She looks angry now. You see that? Boom! What are you doing? Get out of here. Rah, I gotcha. Rawr. It's real stupid what you did last night, kid. Hey, it's you again. Do you have a death wish? Are you talking about the witch? Is that who you wanted to warn me about the other day? Because you didn't need to. She was nice to me. She helped me get back home. That's because you didn't have anything she wanted. Huh? You were only straw and fabric. No use in killing a stupid scarecrow. So I'm wondering if this bird is the witch or not. I don't understand. I don't understand. Of course you don't. Because you're just a kid. So be a good kid. And don't sneak out at night anymore. That's all the birds. Again. Is there anything else I have to do? Bale up that hay. Bale hay. Ooh, excuse me. I missed what he said because I thought I was just going to say. I think he was talking about his innards. Now what to do? It's everything. You should go talk to Dad again. I finished everything. Wonderful. I knew I could count on you. Hey, Dad? Yes, son? Can you tell me about the witch who lives in the forest? I'm sorry. Did mentioning it the other day scare you? You don't have anything to worry about, Rio. Even though we live quite near the forest, she can't get near here or the town. Really? Why's that? The witch, you see, she isn't just a witch. She's a crow, too. That's why you have so many scarecrows, don't you know? They help ward off evil spirits, including nasty old crows. Really? Then how come I always gotta chase the birds away myself? I guess that's just because you're the best scarecrow there is. Dora. Yeah, I am pretty great. But, so there really is a witch then? Who lives in the woods? And we're sure she's evil. Well, if she's good, I wouldn't know it. I've never seen her myself, if you can believe that. Maybe she really is just an old wives' tale. Or maybe it just means our scarecrows are doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. You aren't worried about it, are you? Oh, no. I mean, I've never seen her before either. So I guess everything's the way it's supposed to be. It was alright, I have a few extra errands for you. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, of course, Dad. It's like you said, you can count on me. For starters, I'll need you to... Dad's asleep. Don't psych yourself out, Rio. Rio. I gotta see her again. I have to thank her for helping me yesterday. And if she can't come to town, then I have to go to her. It'll be okay, just like yesterday. She found me pretty easily, so she can't live too far, right? Dear, why would you go back? He's gonna kill you! Oh, no. Oh. It's you again. Didn't I tell you to stay home? Heh, you're not my dad. Yeah? And what would your dad say if he saw you doing this? Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm already outside. I just want to thank her for yesterday. That's all. If you just stayed home, this wouldn't even be an issue. Well, what about you then? It doesn't seem like you're ever home at night. Whatever. You're not going to listen to me anyways, right? Fine then. Go on ahead. See if I care. But don't say I didn't warn you. Development. Well, she had looked like a frowny face on her. This is the way, right? Yeah, it has to be. I'm sure I'll make it there soon. Huh? What's this? I hate you. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. I hope you die, and I hope it's because they kill you. Jeez, what's that all about? Wow. Fire will not burn our bridges. Fire will bring them together. Oh, it's an order, okay. Oh, maybe not. Huh. Okay, and then... Oh, I fucked up. I thought I had hit it in a different order, but I did not. There we go. Yeah, I for some reason I thought I already done. I hadn't done that one. Those are bridges. A bridge witch. A bridge. A widge. No, neither of those sound right. A widge. Oh, the little scarecrow boy from the other night. How did you get here? I followed all the signs that said, "Don't go here, a witch lives up ahead." Those silly little things. I never bothered to take them down. I have no idea who put those there. But yes, I suppose that's me. That's fine, Eric, no worries. I started late myself, so... I am a witch. I suppose that's why I don't get many visitors. Well, except for you, it seems. What about you, little scarecrow boy? I've never met anyone like you before. What are you doing here? Oh, that's because I have something for you. Sorry. What's this? A flower? For me? How sweet. What is this for? For helping me get home the other day. I would have been stuck in the woods if it wasn't for you. I see. Thank you very much. Though it's quite late for a visit. Do you always come out at night? Do your mom and dad know you're out here? Oh, my dad doesn't know. I'd get in trouble if he did. And your mom? And your mom? I don't have a mom. I see. Would you like one? Huh? I apologize. That must sound so sudden. It's just, I've been alone out here for so long. Why, I can't even remember the last time I saw another person. And it's just, forgive me if I appear a bit emotional. It's just, I had a child once. But children don't stay children forever. That child grew up and left me here on my own. Ever since I've been, well, having a bit of empty nest syndrome, as they say. Your generosity and your kind smile, it just reminds me so much of my own little one. So, I wouldn't mind if you wanted to come back again. Why, you could come visit me every night if you liked. I can make extra dinner to share, and you can help me cook or read in my library or play in the yard. Yeah, me too. It'd be like having my little one back home again. Do you like that idea? Yeah, I really like that idea. Wonderful. Maybe then, let me ask you one last thing. What is your name? Oh, I'm Rio. What about you? I'm Venna, but you can call me Mom. Dear Journal, Dad got you for me a while ago, but I never used you. It's not that I didn't want to, I just didn't have anything exciting to write about. But now I do. The witch that people say lives in the woods, I met her. And, well, she's my mom now. During the day, help on the farm and spend time with Dad. But when it's night, I sneak out into the woods and visit Mom. I really like it. I help her around the house like I do at the farm, but it doesn't feel like a chore. She always has new stuff to find, like the first time I went there, I found... Well, here's the inside. Please forgive the mess. I'm not used to, well, any company at all. Had I known I'd be having a guest, I would have tidied up a bit. Oh, here. I think it looks great in here. It reminds me of home. Well, I'm happy to hear it. Here, I'll prepare some snacks for us. Feel free to look around. You can eat, correct? Being made of straw and all? I think so? I never really tried it yet. Right. I guess we'll see. Make yourself at home. Okay, open it. Okay. No contents. Oh, that's my cauldron. It could be used to brew potions and other things, but lately I just use it to make soup for dinner. It's like pay. Oh, sorry, so yawny. Books seem to be about spells, potions, and similar magical things. Let's have a drawer. Reading it, it says, to read and to write is a powerful tool that should not be overlooked. There is so much in words. There's power in words. But power is not all. There is sadness in words. There's joy in words. There's fear in words. There is comfort in words. There is sadness in the voice of my beloved telling me their feelings have vanished. There's joy in the cards I received for my birthday, reminding me how much my friends care for me. There's fear in the sign that tells me, danger, beware. And yet I always find comfort in the yellow pages of a book. A tall bookshelf filled with books. Oh, this looks so different. A bright yellow book rests atop the shelf. Opening up, it seems more like a journal with line spaces to write in. There's writing here. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. In the lowercase. Okay. The alphabet seems to be written over and over in a variety of different ways. Huh. Interesting. Whoa, whoa. Shit, I skipped that by accident. Found a big pile of hay sack sitting in front of something on the floor. I wanted to get a closer look, but before I could, I heard Mom say, Rio, I finished preparing everything. Come sit with me. Oh, I'll be right there. So I went to go eat with her. Well, I hope you like apples. They're in season right now, so I have a lot stored up. Wow, these taste delicious. Thank you, Mom? Sorry, I'm not used to saying that. I'm sure. I know it's certainly been a while since I heard it. It feels nice. All my friends have moms, you know? And I never thought that one day I'd get to have one of my own. I understand. I never thought I'd be able to have a child again, and yet here we are. You know, I should introduce you to Dad, too. But, I'd have to figure out a way to do it without letting him know I snuck out at night. He always told me that nighttime could be really dangerous. But look at me now, out at night and totally fine. Your father is right to be concerned, you know. There are many dangerous things in the night, and even more so out in the woods. Really? Then why do you live here? Because I'm stronger than all of them combined. Really? You must be a super powerful witch then. You flatter me. But I don't think so. I'm strong enough to handle the things that go bump in the night, but not as strong as I'd like to be. How strong do you want to be? Because, like, my dad's a pretty strong witch, too. He brought me to life, after all. I can see that. If you want, I can ask him how he did it. Then I can tell you, and you could get as strong as he is. That's sweet, but I think I'll be okay. I have my own plan to get strong, and it won't be too much longer before I can see it through. If you say so, I guess. But if you change your mind later, let me know. Will do. I sat and finished the rest of the apples with her, and then I went home. She said she'd try to be more prepared for my next visit. Next time I visited her, I asked her about... that didn't work either. I'll never be able to make this potion. Sure you can. It isn't that hard. Why don't you try again? If you're feeling confused, you can always ask me for help. Okay. First, that wasn't it. I'll gotta talk to her and figure out what I'm supposed to do. What order do I put the ingredients in? It really isn't that complicated. You just have to remember a few simple steps. Hemlock root before cobwebs. Cobwebs come before water lily. And hemlock root comes after brown caps. Okay, so brown caps, hemlock, cobwebs, water lily. Brown hem cob water. Brown hem cob water. Oh god. Oh god. Never mind. I should have wrote that down. Okay, hemlock. Okay. I'm typing it up right now. Okay, after brown caps, okay. Okay, hemlock. Before brimstone. Brimstone comes wait. But it was hemlock before cobweb, right? But that's not... Oh, wait, no, that does make sense. Okay. Wait for brimstone. Sorry, I was confusing myself. Okay. Yes. I was trying to figure it out on my own! God dang it, Dora! Why? Now there's no mystery! Whoops, there goes my... Okay, there go my notes. Okay, so... Thistle. Brown caps. Hemlock. Brimstone. Cobweb, and finally water lily. Hey, I think I get it! See, I told you it was easy. You'll be an expert potion maker in no time, just like your mother. No, Dora, it's fine, Dora. I was kind of teasing you a little bit. It's okay. Well, they said type up the notes, not the actual order, I think is what they meant. It's okay. It's not that big of a deal. It's not like you're doing a major spoil here. But if it was like a puzzle I was actually wanting to try and solve, then I would have been a little bit more like, no! Huh, you think so? I made some potions with Dad in the past, but he'd always only let me make really specific recipes. If I could pin the color key. I think he doesn't think I'm ready for more advanced stuff yet. How silly. At this rate, you'll be an expert in no time. Come over here now. Help me with these potatoes for dinner. Why did I say it like that? Potatoes. I hope you don't mind that dinner has only been fruit and vegetables lately. It's hard getting good meat out here, and I usually try to preserve what I can find for a special occasion. I don't mind. I actually like salads and stuff a lot. Mom? Yes? Can I ask you something? Of course, go ahead. There's a lot of scarecrows back in town. I was told it was to keep you away. But I'm a scarecrow. Do I, like, hurt you or something? Oh, no, dear. It's true that the scarecrows keep me away, but you're just one little scarecrow. And such a polite one, too, with a smile only someone as cute as you could pull off. You're nothing I can't handle. But the amount of scarecrows in your town, my, it's just nauseating. It feels like every home must have one or two sitting outside. I can't stay around that many scarecrows for so long. I'd get terribly sick. I'd collapse. I see. Don't give me that look. Like I said, I can handle a little scarecrow like you. But I want you to be able to see everyone in town, too. I'm sorry, Rio, but I think it's clear they don't want people like me there. Crows? Crows. I felt really bad about that. I'm sure the townspeople would like Mom if they got to know her. Maybe I can convince them to take all the scarecrows down. Then they see she's not bad at all. She even saved me from the nightmare I had. Journal, I'm not sure if I should write about it. I hear that writing things down can make you remember them better. But something happened last night. I had a nightmare, I think. I don't know what else it could have been. Even Mom said it must have just been sleepwalking. But it felt so real and so scary. I can't stop thinking about it even after she told me it wasn't real. I know, right, Dora? It all started last night. I was getting ready to come back home and sleep until morning like I always do, but... It's raining? Oh my, sounds like quite the heavy storm. Mama, what do I do? Scarecrows get all soppy in the rain. How am I going to get home? Well, I'm not sure if you can in that case. You can stay here, though, if you need to. I clean out the storage room to remove anything dangerous. Then there's an old bed in there, too. But what about my dad? I'm always in bed in the morning. If he sees I'm not home, he's going to freak out. I'll get in so much trouble. I see. How does this sound, then? Sleep here for tonight, and right before the sun rises, I'll come and wake you. Then you can run along home and before your dad wakes up. Does that sound okay to you? I guess so. You promise to wake me up on time? I promise. And you'll also tuck me in? Of course. Mom took me to the storage room. It was a bit cramped, and there wasn't any windows. There was a bed there, and it felt warm and cozy. She told me she would come back to wake me in the morning. Then she left, and I went to bed. And then it started. Huh? Oh, shoot, my lantern. But that scream, what was that? Mom? It seems like you could open, but not with your bare hands. Oh, no. This painting looks different from before. Oh, we didn't look at the painting thing. And we didn't do a full exploration of the place before. Bathroom supplies. Check on Mom first. There's a piece of paper on the ground. She found my old writing. She hid them from me, so I can't look at them anymore. She warned me not to do it again. Joke's on you, old hag. I'm already smarter than you think. What? Door's locked. Bad end. Mom? Where are you? It's really dark out, but at least the rain stopped. Is Mom somewhere outside? That scream. I'll go look for her, but I don't think I can get around just from the moonlight alone. I need a lantern. But I broke mine. Maybe Mom has something I could use? It shouldn't be too bad, right? All I really need is a lantern and lamp oil. Pretty cool trim. We're going to do it inside. Full ordinary household items. Good chunk of the game so far, actually. Goes to the top of the dresser, and it reads, "The world can be the way you wish it to be if you wish for it strongly enough. However, it never hurts to ask for a little outside help. Feed your wishes to the gods, and they will feed you in return." Okay, so we need a lantern. Where do we get one? Stout bathroom sink resting in front of a dusty mirror. Run the water? Hot. The mirror is fogged up. Oh, okay, 6428. I'm gonna write that down. No, that's fine. No worries, BG. No toilet, you don't have to go. Does Phil drain it? Yes. What's this? A knife? I could take it with me, I guess. But I'll need to be really careful holding it. Okay, so we can destroy sacks of hay. Grandfather clock. It's missing its hands. Tall cabinet says here is wait till we reach without some kind of assistance. Items. Open it. Oh, the basement. Hold on a second. We'll get there in a minute. Oh, excuse me. Okay, well, let's go in the basement then, I guess. Trapdoor on the floor here. I wonder where it goes. Huh, I can't get it open though. It's locked. Wait, there's a spot to input numbers. Yes. 6, 4, 2, 8. There we go. There we go. Okay, the painting is looking at me. So his eyes are following around the room. Because they are! Oh boy. Destroy all that! What? No one is safe traveling in the woods. Not as long as she is here. They're all doomed the moment they set foot in the forest. I set up signs to warn them. I don't know if she knows I'm the one who's doing it. Even with warnings, it's still too late for some of them. I at least find solace in believing their ghosts will haunt her forever. What? Why? What? What? Oh, there's multiple. Oh my god. Drawer. Is there something inside? Oh, crowbar. Kind of small though. Can I use this anyway? A ladder. Where can I use this? Oh my. Oh my. Red. It smells terrible. Ugh, even Dad's worst potions don't smell this bad. What kind of potion is this? Looks familiar stuff, Dad. Home yet? You've never seen some of the things here before. The door is locked. It reads, do you have the time? Nope, we don't have the time. Okay, I can use the ladder here. Lamp oil. Okay, now we just need to find a lantern to go with it. Which I think is going to be in the storage room. Clock hands? These must go. Okay. Hey, Grandpa, I've got something for you. Clock's hands magically move themselves into place. Time reads 12:05. To argue with the clock. Okay, so 12:05. That's the time for the lock and then down here. Okay. 12:05. Good heavens, you have any time? The door unlocks. Straight back to read files. Yeah, here before. There's a book on the dresser. It seems to be some kind of recipe book. It reads 2,678 bones, 19.5 gallons, measures about 13 in total. But you can always add more and drink whatever is left over. Yeah, lantern. Yeah, I can use this lantern, and then I'll go look for Mom outside. What the frick? Skull sits the chair, though you can't recall seeing it in this room before. See it well in the dark. Yeah, that's it. We just just couldn't see it that well in the dark. That's all. Haha. Savior. It's okay. Don't freak yourself out. It's gonna be fine. Mom said herself that she was strong enough to handle anything out in the woods. So I'm sure she's okay. Let's go. Ah! Rio? Ah! Rio, what's wrong? Are you alright? That was like Red Riding Hood. There's what? Outside, there's... Dead! Someone's dead outside, Mom! Pardon me? She's on the tree, she's all bloody, she's not moving. I think she was attacked. I heard a scream and I thought it was you and I got scared. So I tried to find you and... Calm down, Rio. Let me see. Rio, there's no one out there. Huh? But she... Come look. Okay. It was just like she told me. There's no one out there. It was just the forest. But how can that be? She was right there. I saw her. Is it possible you were just seeing things? Huh? You said you heard a scream earlier, right? I didn't hear anything all night. But I think maybe you were just sleepwalking. Sleepwalking? Eric. Just a school, nothing to worry about. You probably just had a nightmare and stuck on over here in your sleep. It's probably from all the stress. You wanted to go home to your dad, didn't you? Right. I suppose it's only natural to be afraid staying here. Oh, silly me, trying to be a mother again. I'm not fit to be a mom anymore, am I? No, don't say that. I love coming over and spending time with you. I think you're right. I'm just having a nightmare. You know, it isn't raining anymore. And the sun is supposed to rise soon. I can only take you up to the bridge, but would you like me to walk you home? Yeah, I'd really like that. Thanks, Mom. She walked me home and everything felt normal again. I went to bed, woke up, and saw Dad in the morning like normal. I guess it really was just a bad nightmare. But I never had nightmares like that before. Dear Journal, I'm going to visit her again tonight. I have to because I won't be able to see her tomorrow night. Tomorrow night is a harvest festival. It technically starts at midnight tonight, but we always wait until the next night to have the actual celebration and festival part. On harvest night, you're supposed to spend time with loved ones or whatever. And then you start the actual harvest festival on the night that follows. I think it's silly, but I don't know. Holidays are always kind of weird. I already spent the day with Dad, and now I'll spend the night with Mom. So I'm glad in that way I can still kind of celebrate with her too. Sadden. I'll be back soon, Haley. You know, we'd include you in all our Harvest Festival activities, right? Where's your water? The bugs love it. Hey. Can we actually go to town at all? No. Alright, let's go. It's the crow. Hey, you're back! I haven't seen you in a while. I know what you're looking for, kid. You want something subversive, right? Everyone talks about an evil witch in the woods, so you wanted to befriend her and prove them wrong, right? And then it turns out it's all one big misunderstanding. She was a good witch after all. Or maybe she was bad, and she took the kindness of someone else, and it took the kindness of someone else to make her better. That's what all the storybooks teach you, right? Tough luck, kid. It doesn't work like that in the real world. Sometimes people are just evil and there's no helping it. And all the second chances in the world won't make a difference. You keep saying this kind of stuff, but I don't understand. Ever since I met her, she's been nice to me. She helped me get back home, she cooks me dinner, she teaches me stuff. And what do you do for her in return? Huh? No good favor goes unreturned. She's going to make you pay her back for those favors one way or another. And I don't think you'll be ready for when that happens. I'm making him sound too much like the dad. I don't know who. I think the bird is somebody, but I don't know who. I've given you the extent of my help. Whatever comes next, I hope it works out in your favor. But I don't think I can stick around to see it. Goodbye. And good luck. Mom, I'm here. Sorry if I was late. Happy Harvest Night. Happy Harvest Night to you too. And no worries, you're right on time. I'm still getting dinner ready. I'm almost finished though. So you can play around for a bit if you like, or just sit at the table and let me know when you're ready to eat. What's she making? Items. The red door. Wait, we never opened up the crate. Oh, shit! We got the crowbar, but we never opened it. Oh, I'm an idiot. Wait, did we? No, we went... Yeah, we went into the... Oh, wait, that's right. I'm an idiot. Okay. I fucking give up. I give up so much right now. I'm an absolute idiot. Oh, my God. Okay, oh, it's, Stuff's all gone now. Interesting. Oh boy. You don't have to go. Bathroom supplies. Well, I guess it's time to go sit and eat dinner, I guess. Sit down for dinner. Sure, why not? So are you excited for the Harvest Festival tomorrow? Mm-hmm. It's actually going to be the first one I'm allowed to attend. Even my friends are going to be there. Sounds fun. Hey, are you okay? Oh, yes. I was just thinking that one day I would like to be able to attend too. I'm sure we can make that happen. I mean, once everyone in town realizes that you don't mean any harm and stuff. Yes, maybe one day. Still, though, I'd like to contribute to the festival somehow, some way. So I made something for it. Oh? It's this. This vial. This liquid inside looks like the red stuff from that cauldron I saw the other night. It smelled awful. The town. There's a statue in the center, right? Of a goddess holding a chalice. Do you think you can pour this vial into the chalice she holds? It's a good luck charm. I made it to ensure a wonderful harvest season for everyone. I don't know. I mean, tonight the chalice is going to fill up with moonlight. And it's supposed to have the same effect. Plus, I'm not supposed to touch the statue, really. It's considered very sacred, and, if I touch it, I could get in trouble for vandalism and stuff. Please, Rio? I spent a lot of time on it, and it'd really mean a lot to me. You don't even have to come back after you do it. You can just go to bed at home. It really isn't a big deal, you know. I doubt you would get in that much trouble. And I've done so much for you, haven't I? Oh! Can't you do this one favor for me? For your mother? After all she's done for you? Probably should have saved a little sooner than this, but this is... Okay, what are we going to do? Are we going to take the vial? Because we know it's going to end up being bad. It's going to be bad. So do we do bad end first or good end? So, fun fact. Refute. Just. Okay, I'm listening to Kia. Let's see what happens. It'll be shorter. No, I'm sorry. I can't do that. Pardon me? It wouldn't be right. At least, not without asking first. I was always taught to respect the goddess's statue. And that the only drink allowed in the chalice is moonlight. Really? After everything I've done for you? I fed you, I housed you, I taught you. And this is how you repay me? As if I owed you any of those things to begin with? I know, and I'm sorry, Mom. I can't do it. Then you cannot be my child. Mom? Dad! No! Dad! 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 Rio? Was that you? Goodness, Rio! Dad! Rio, how did this happen? Your legs, they're... Dad, she's... Be quiet, Rio. It's okay now. As for you, stay away from my son. It'll be shorter. Dad. That magic. It was supposed to be for the festival. What are you talking about? The festival? Oh, Rio, don't worry about silly fireworks. You're more important than anything like that. Rio, how do you feel? I'm okay, Dad. I can't feel anything. It doesn't hurt. That's good. That's good. I'm a little scared, though. What's gonna happen when the sun comes back up? It won't. I'll make sure it doesn't. Don't be silly, Dad. There's no way you could do that. Nonsense. I'll drown this world in darkness if it means keeping you safe. Dad, what should I do? You don't have to do anything. If I sleep, will I be okay? Yes, you will be. I'll make sure of it. Okay. Then I think I want to go to bed now. Yes, that's all right. Good night, Rio. I love you. You'll see me in the morning. Bad end 2. The sun won't come out tomorrow. Ooh. All right, then. That was bad end 2. At least we can skip through dialogue pretty quickly. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna just save here. Should have saved here, but okay. So, wow, that was... Whew. Thank God for it. Okay, so now... Here we go. Now we're gonna take the vial. Yeah, of course I'll do it. I mean, it's just a good luck charm, right? There shouldn't be any harm in it. Maybe it'll even bring us extra luck this harvest season, and we'll get giant pumpkins. Oh, I knew I could count on you. Go now. You should fill it before midnight tonight. I know the results will be so wonderful. I'll be able to see them from here, I promise you. Go on then. I'm so excited. Okay. No one's out here. All I gotta do is climb up on the statue, pour this in, and then I'll just go home, like she told me. I know it's something bad, but I still feel nervous about it. No. Yet, we have to. No! Oh, no! We have to! The statue lives above you. Somehow, her pose doesn't seem as jovial as it usually does. Hello, Miss Luciana. I've got a drink for you. You climbed up on the statue and filled the chalice. There you go. It was a present from my mom, so I hope you like it. I'll see you again later for the Harvest Festival. Oh, no. Good morning. Huh? Is it still nighttime? Why haven't I changed back? Dad? Dad, are you home? Where are you? Huh? What is all this? What happened to the farm? The sky? What's going on? I gotta go to town. I gotta find someone. I gotta find Dad. Blood surrounds the grass near Haley's base. Her face is missing. Her body appears weirdly fleshy. Haley, what happened? A bucket of something. Oh no! Oh no! He's dripping with red substance. His body appears strangely fleshy. People are hanging in the window. Oh my god. The goddess is covered in what appears to be blood. The inscription on the plaque has changed. It reads, "You have fed the goddess your wishes for the harvest season. She has delivered upon you the season you wished for. May your harvest be as plentiful as you hoped." Ugh, it's locked, but you have the haunting feeling you don't really want to go inside anyway. Rio, there you are. Mom, what's happening? I can't find my dad or anyone. What happened? What happened? The Harvest Festival is happening. A grand start to an incredible harvest season. And it's all thanks to you. Look at it all. Isn't it beautiful? An endless supply of food. An endless celebration with the finest ambrosia one could ask for. And with us running it all. I've been waiting here for so long. Time and time again, I wondered if even I made the right choice choosing this place. They all said it wasn't worth it, that I should try someplace else. Or where else would I be able to reap such a plentiful harvest? And my waiting has finally paid off, and it's all thanks to you, my beautiful son. The son I deserved all along. Haha, I'll be the queen of this world. And I guess that makes you my little prince then, doesn't it? What's with that face? Oh, don't look so sad, Rio. I've invited all my friends. They'll be here soon to celebrate with us. And I know they want to thank you for the wonderful harvest, too. Bad End 1, Blood Moon Festival. Okay, so... Oh, okay, we gotta figure out how to get the good ending. Huh. There has to be. Yeah, we have to open up that blood room, but I don't know how. Or how far back we need to go. Like, when did I... Oh my god, I did not save at good places, did I? Oh, we're still here. We're still in the, There's this golden key. Locked with a golden trim. Look extra carefully. Important left inside. Gotta figure out what did... Oh, wait. That yellow... Oh, there's a yellow... Oh, yes. My name is Ingram. 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 I hear multiple times over. Yeah, the alphabet. Okay. There's writing here. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumps... Lazy dog. Where are we getting in this book? So somebody is trying to learn to read and write. How do I open? That. Oh, yeah, okay. Right here. Hidden in the fog. In addition to the numbers of the night. If I get it right, then I'd be able to unlock it. Oh, okay. Oh, wait, wait! Library, library, library. Mrs. B works at the library. Miss B. Miss B is a librarian. She's got to read and write. Miss B was my mom. Wait, 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 wait. Hey, Harlequin, how you doing? It's been a while. How are you? Hidden in the fog, in addition to the numbers of the night. I need to write them people to unlock. Okay, okay, there's something about the mirror in the bathroom. It's fogged up. Ah, damn it. Six, 4, 2, 8. But, did I screw it up somehow? I believe in you. That was your first mistake. Less. Spotless. Just gonna look at all these and see if there's anything. Oh wow. Oh, that sucks. Sorry that's so cold there. Cauldron. Huh. Oh, okay. 6, 4, 2, 8. Okay, hold on a second. That's new. I didn't realize we could. Okay, so let's look at that mirror again. 6, 4, 2, 8. Okay, that was the combination to get down. There's something more. Wait. I wonder if it's... No, it couldn't be that simple, could it? No. I'm gonna try 6, 4, 2, 8, 7, 5, 1, 9. No. Let's try 5, 3, 1, 7. No, shoot. That's all even numbers. It's 2, 4, 6, 8. It's odd numbers. It has to be odd numbers. Or is it something like 62, 48? No, okay. So let's think, okay. Odd numbers. 6, 4, 2, 8. 6, 4, 2, 8. But 20, it just adds up to 20. Or 6 plus 4 is 10. 10? It can't be that simple. No, okay. Think. Six plus 2 is 8. 4 plus 8 is 12. Huh. I'm gonna go read the clue again. There's gotta be a way to figure this out. So I just never read. Hidden in the fog, in addition to the numbers of the night. Okay. If you like it, okay, in addition to the numbers of the, so 6, 4, 2, 8. So in addition to those, what does that even mean? 6, 5. Yeah, I know. Add up. I know. But I'm trying to figure out how. What. Numbers of the night. There are no numbers of the night, though. Numbers of the night? Oh. Oh. Seven, 6, 3, 3. It's the clock. The grandfather clock. 1205 plus 6428 equals 7, 6, 3, 3. What? Ah! What? Come on! I was so sure! Oh, now time's different. Okay. You piece of poop. Okay, well, we got it. So, 6428 plus 616 equals 7,044. Son of a bitch. I got it, though, without help. I knew about the addition thing, I just didn't know how were we supposed to add it. And I thought it was only odd numbers at first. Okay, 7, 0, 4, 4. Alright, what's in here? A collection of books in the chest. They're all children's books, things like educational books and fairy tales. Opening up the covers, you see the library signature. Whoa, these are way past overdue. There's a note at the bottom of the pile. If you're reading this, and I know you can read this, don't even think about it. Put them back before I burn them. Jeez, okay. Guess I won't be taking any of these. 2 library books. Wait, that's it? Save here. Maybe we go forward then? Maybe this will change things. We have yeah. Dead body. Just like she told me. Okay, now we go back. And that's gonna make a difference. Get back. Haven't seen in a while. I'm just seeing if there's anything different with the dialogue since we opened up the books. Next up, it works out in your favor. You dropped something. This is a key. There we go, but it couldn't possibly go to. Could it? There we go. Okay, that's new. That's fucking new. Here. It's late. Happy Harvest Night. Save here. Oh no. Oh, the chest's gone. We have a key. This key, it has to go here, right? The door's unlocked. Hey, you're here! Oh, hi kid. How'd you get in here? You dropped your key. You got me. This used to be my old room. Then, does that mean you're Ingram? The person who wrote in those books? Yeah, that's me. So, you were Mom's son? Her, other son? Yeah. I feel like you're coming to this revelation over and over again. Oh, sorry, why are you here? I come by in every now and then to collect some old stuff of mine. Not that I had a lot to begin with, but it's not easy to carry things as little as I am right now. I see. Well, go ahead and look around, kid. I know you're curious. Old journal sits on the floor. Am I allowed to read this? Go ahead. It might even be better if you do. Winter blank. It hasn't snowed yet. That makes me happy. It means I can keep going into town. I used to hate going into town because of all the scarecrows. Honestly, they still freak me out. It's like they're peering into me, drilling their eyes into my very being. They know I don't belong. But despite that, they don't make me feel sick. Not at all. Not like they do to you. I guess that's why you make me go into town instead, huh? Nah. I think even if they did make me sick, you'd force me to go anyways. Spring. I saw Ms. B for the first time in a while today. She told me I got much taller from the last time she saw me. She said she missed seeing me at the library. I was always one of her best students. I learned so quickly. She said she remembered helping me learn to write my name. She started getting a little emotional about it. I did too. Learning how to write was probably the best thing that ever happened to me, even if it comes with its own consequences at home. That reminds me. I saw a woman in town get mad at her kid today. Outside the bookstore, he was whining and screaming and making all sorts of noise. And she clearly had enough. You could see it in her face. She was mad. But she didn't hit him. Summer. She said I was late coming back from town today. I wasn't. And I brought her everything she needed, so she had no reason to get so angry. But by this point, I understand that she doesn't need a reason to be angry. She'll lock me in the storage room all night for looking at her wrong. I'm sure she thinks it's a punishment, but it's not like my room is that much bigger than the storage room to begin with. She's been getting a lot easier to piss off lately, though. I'm not sure why, but it worries me. It's the only reason I'm still here. Getting older, it's apparent now more than ever that somebody has to keep an eye on her. If only I were strong enough to do something about it. Autumn. I know what she wants to do now, and I know she'll try to make me do it. I refuse. These are people, not her playthings, and certainly not her food. And they've been more of a family to me than she ever was. Too many times now I listened to her because I was afraid. But this is bigger than me, and I won't let her have her way. I'm not going to help her do what she wants. This is the last straw. I'm running away. I'm going into town and I'm going to tell everybody about what she's planning. I'm not afraid anymore. No bed. It's covered in dust. Wait, open it. Cobwebs. Where's the rest of it? What do you mean? There's no rest of it. That's all I wrote. But you talked about how you're going to run away. What happened after that? What happened? She caught me. That's what happened. That's why I'm stuck like this. She knew I would try to tell everyone, so she cursed me to stay trapped in my bird form forever. I'm way too small to do anything like this. And not a lot of people listen to the warnings of a silly little bird like me. But you still told me. Yeah, because a kid like you needed to hear it the most. Hey, Zemsy. With me out of the picture. You were the exact kind of person. You were exactly the kind of person she needed. Still, I don't know if I can believe all this. Mom was always so nice, and she... Your curse. Is there any way to reverse it? Yeah, but it ain't that easy. What is it? Maybe I can help. Not unless you're an expert in sawing the arms off of grown women. Huh? The only way to reverse this curse is to drink the blood of a family member. Ew. Curse this half-bird child, ungrateful as he. If he wishes to fly away, then only a bird he shall be. Drain the sap and blood from your family tree. Ingest it once, and only then you'll be free. I'll never forget it. I hate that stupid, dorky rhyme. But she set it up this way, knowing that if I ever got close enough to her to attempt it, she'd crush me easily. Do you want to try some of my straw? It might work. Pardon me? I mean, if she's my mom, and she's your mom, then that makes us brothers. And when I look like this, well, I don't know, kind of seems like every part of me is made of straw. My hair, my blood, heck, probably my bones, too. So maybe if you eat some of my straw, it'll work the same way. You're joking, right? Pinprick, yeah. I mean, it might not work, but isn't it at least worth trying? It's just straw. The worst that could happen is that you ate some hay. Alright, screw it. Give me a straw. Come on, it isn't that hard to eat. I used to eat leaves all the time before Dad told me to stop. This kid. Kid, what the fuck? It worked! Holy hell, it did work. Come on, kid, let's get you out of here. Hey, I can't leave yet. Mama's still waiting for me out there. Ugh, you don't want that woman as your mom, kid. Don't you see that by now? Look what she did to me the second I said no to her. What do you think is going to happen to you? Stop yelling so much. Even if Mom isn't as nice as I thought, does that really mean I can just leave? Of course you can. I'm giving you an out right now. Hop out the window and we'll go back to town. Leave this old witch to rot in the woods by herself. But she's waiting for me out there. I should have known you'd be difficult about this. I'm trying to save you from my fate, or hell, even worse. But of course you wouldn't get it. You're just a kid. Yeah, and you're just a teenager. Besides, isn't trying to run away exactly how you got caught? Jeez, kid. All right, I get it. But what are you gonna do then? She's gonna ask you to do something out there for her, you know. It's harvest night. She's been planning for it. If you try to refuse her, I'll figure something out. I'm a smart kid, after all. And Mom, maybe it won't be as bad as you think. Don't place your bets on it. I'll be waiting for you outside. Whatever you do, get out of that front door safely, all right? They're both kids. All right, time to sit down and have some din-din. Here we go, Crow Bros. Dora. Is that for the Harvest Festival tomorrow? It's actually gonna be the first time I'm allowed to attend. Friends are gonna be there, sounds fun. Hey, are you okay? Oh yes, I'm just thinking. 10-2. When that happened, I mean, we're in town and realize that you don't mean any harm and stuff. Okay, we already read all this for the first times. Look, that looks like the rest from the color I saw the other night. It smelled awful. Town, there's a statue in the center. Yeah, I got it like that. It's a good luck charm. It's your wonderful harvest season for everyone. Oh, I don't know. I mean, tonight, chalice, moonlight. Touch it, get in trouble. I spent a long time on it. It's gonna get me at home. It really isn't a big deal. I mean, can you do this one favor for me, for your mother, after all she's done for you? Listen, all you all, sabotage! Sure, I'll take it. Let me just... I dropped it. I'm so sorry, Mom. It was an accident. But it isn't all bad. I'll just go back home and tell everyone to take the scarecrows down. You dropped it. I know, but... You dropped it on purpose. Do you think I'm stupid? No, of course not. Of course I don't. I just... Outrageous. All my children know how to do is disappoint me. Mom? Huh? I'm... Nice try. Get out of here, kid. Don't just sit there, go! I'm gonna take care of it. You. Look at you, doing what you know best. Getting in my way. You always were a disappointment to me, Ingram. Not going to say anything? Not even to your own mother? You can't scare me anymore. That's the real reason you cursed me, isn't it? Because you knew you couldn't scare me anymore. And when I'm not scared, I'm stronger than you. We'll see about that. You know, Ingram, despite all the heartache you've caused me, I'm still a parent. The hell? What are you doing? Get your ugly claws out of my mouth! Did it make you feel better to say that? Are you happy now? Oh no. It may be hard for you to see, but I am your mother. And there's nothing a mother loves more than to see your children happy. Oh, fuck. I feel bad for Ingram now. So, won't you do your poor old lady some good? And smile for Mommy? Dad! Come on, Dad, wake up! Wake up, my friend needs help! Rio? Is it morning already? I could have sworn... Rio! What is this? You weren't supposed to... I know. I wasn't supposed to go out at night. And I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry about it. But my friend, he's in trouble and he needs help. If we don't hurry, she might... No. I took care of it. She can't hurt anyone anymore. But if it's not too much to ask, I do need help. With a little something else. Oh, shit. Whew. Wow. Brother saves the day night. What are you smiling about? Happy to see the fireworks? Or happy we managed to survive last night with our asses still intact? All my friends may have moms, but none of them have a big brother like I do. Yeah, we're brothers. I don't really think I could deny that at this point. I'm sure anyone here can see the family resemblance. I mean, look at us. We've got the same smile, don't we? True end. A smile to match my own. Oh my gosh, this was really cute. I liked it, though. I liked it quite a bit. Thank you for playing. God. That was super cute. Horrific, but super cute.